The outcome of this video is quite simple. The focus is on showing you how to use LeadCreator and Systeme.io together. So LeadCreator, as you can see here, is where I generate all my leads. It is my lead magnet. It's my page builder and opt-in form builder to generate leads. People sign up from the lead magnets I create here inside of LeadCreator. Systeme.io is just simply my email autoresponder as well as my CRM, where I store the leads that I collect with LeadCreator. Now these two connect together, Systeme.io and LeadCreator, like this. And I think this is important to set the stage for what it is we're going to talk about before we get into how, why, when, where. We need to understand that LeadCreator and Systeme.io work together. They need to be connected. This connection is done via what's called an API. And this allows these two computers, right, these two sites to communicate together. Really what they're doing is they're exchanging information about the tags. So when somebody lands on LeadCreator on a page, and I'm going to break all this down, I just want to show you that when somebody signs up to join my email list, LeadCreator needs to understand and know what tag to assign it inside of Systeme.io, because Systeme.io is going to build a list of email addresses, right? These are little @ symbols, and these are the email addresses. Systeme.io keeps all that in a database called tags, which looks like this. So these tags are how everyone that signs up to my email list is grouped. So for example, here under the CRM, and Systeme.io is a full-blown CRM, you can go under contacts and you can drill down into one specific contact. As you can see here, I have this contact, and this is just a test contact of mine. So there's nothing to really worry about showing anybody here, other than the fact that you can see here the select tags. These are all the tags, these ones that are in darker blue with the check mark. These are all the tags that this contact, this email address, has opted into over in LeadCreator to get more information about or make a purchase, right? But in case of LeadCreator, they're just opting in for more information about these products that I'm selling, because Systeme.io in and of itself, right? I'm on the webinar plan, 10,000 leads or contacts. It's all about your blog, your courses, your digital stores, and then setting up automations and doing email campaigns. Systeme.io is built to put contacts on a list so you know exactly what they're doing and why they're there for us marketers that want to create content. So I think it was important, or I hope it was important, for you to see what we're talking about here, and the fact that it's important to understand that the first thing we need to do is, inside of our LeadCreator account and our Systeme.io account, we need to connect them together so we can see these little tags. And that's the conversation that LeadCreator and Systeme.io are having, and it's important to see that. And I'm going to show you that in my freemium account, my Systeme.io freemium account, or my free plan, where I don't have any tags assigned, my LeadCreator account, where I don't have any configurations, I don't have any lead magnets, because I want to show you how to do this, how to set up LeadCreator, Systeme.io, and how tags actually work. Now understand, inside of Systeme.io in the free account, you only get one tag. So tags are down here. You only get one tag. So the first thing you need to do inside of Systeme.io is come over here to tags and create a tag. Remember, the tag is how Systeme.io groups everyone that's going to be on your email list. If you just have the free account, you just have one tag. I like to use what's called a broadcast tag, because if I only have one tag, then everyone's going to get all of my emails every day. Right? I'm really not building out automations at that point. I'm just saying, put everybody on my email list and put them under my tag broadcast, because I'm going to send a broadcast message. I'm going to broadcast to them, everyone on this list, every day. So now you can see I have one tag. And really in this video, I just want to show you how simple this is. We have one tag. Inside of LeadCreator, when I create a lead magnet, and let's say that I'm creating a lead magnet for, in this case, a blog. So I'm still inside of Systeme.io and I have a blog here. And inside of my blog, we'll go ahead and click on the blog that I created because I want to show you a real use case, like posting LeadCreator links on your blog, posting LeadCreator links over on YouTube, posting LeadCreator links on social media, Medium, Quora, wherever, right? You can post your links. You need to be able to understand where that traffic is coming from. In this case, we'll say best places to visit in Asia. We'll go ahead and click here to edit this blog, because what this looks like is, this is my Systeme.io. This is just the default blog, best places to visit in Asia. If you scroll down, there's this placeholder here to subscribe to a newsletter, but LeadCreator is about getting more specific than that. So best places to visit in Asia, if we were to read more about that on this blog, we have the best places to visit in Asia. Why do I have such a hard time? Best places to visit in Asia. And you can see what we want to do is here in the content, we want to have a very specific lead magnet. That's what LeadCreator is about, a very specific lead magnet. Because Systeme.io has this concept of join my email list for just a generic catch-all form in case somebody might be interested in signing up for your email list. But LeadCreator is about understanding that when someone is reading best places to visit in Asia, they're looking for something specific that you can call out. You might call out multiple different lead magnets in here. And remember, inside of LeadCreator, we have the ability to filter on that. So for example, if I was, posting to my 30minutemarketing.youtube channel, I can filter by that category here. You can see this is going to filter this out and say 30-minute YouTube. And you can see here, this category, this is everything on YouTube. I can see my visits, my leads, and my conversion rates. So for example, on my YouTube channel, I have this video right here. And on that video, I can link in my description. I could also add this, or I could create another more specific or duplicate this for my blog. Where somebody clicks on this, for example, if you were to go to this page, you'll see here that this page is going to pop up, ready to start making money online, name, email, yes, I'm ready, powered by LeadCreator. So I can see what's going on at a glance, also inside of my analytics, but at a glance inside of that single pane of glass, right? One place to see everything that's going on about my leads. For example, all 336 leads in April, I know where they came from. Did they come from my YouTube channel? Or did they come from my blog, and more specifically from my blog post, best places to visit in Asia? So we'll take this and we're going to edit this. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to say, okay, LeadCreator, before I create this lead magnet, actually, let's go ahead and create the lead magnet, then we'll connect them together. We're going to go ahead and create the lead magnet. And here we're going to say, this is for my blog, and we're going to create that. And here what you can do inside of LeadCreator is you could create a 5-point listicle. And you could say, name the best places to visit in Asia with the thought of a person that is not interested in seafood, but eating steak. All right, we're being very specific here. So I hope that's clear. If it's not, just let me know in the comments. But what I'm doing is I'm calling out with this very specific lead magnet to say, I want to create a lead magnet about the best places to visit in Asia, but a person's not interested in seafood. That's, going to Asia, typically, there's going to be a lot of seafood. But what if a person is just interested in eating steak while they're in Asia? And then, of course, over here, if you want personas, that's an upgraded feature, just like inside of Systeme.io. You have to upgrade or pay more for the different features. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to have LeadCreator create that lead magnet for us. And you can see here, lead magnet created successfully. And in the background, it's going to load that up and create that lead magnet. So understand, while that's doing that, what we can do is we can open up in a new tab. We can open up the LeadCreator. We can go over here and we can go under global settings. And then under integration, what we want to do is we want to integrate here with Systeme.io. And remember that API key that we were talking about over here? This is the first thing that you need to do. The first step to connecting LeadCreator to Systeme.io is to install your API key, because we want to be able to have LeadCreator know about the tags that you have built inside of Systeme.io. So we go back to LeadCreator. We need this API key. To do that, we go back to Systeme.io. We go here under settings, because remember we created the tag here, broadcast. we need to go under public API keys. Down here, right, this is your public API keys. Step 1, step 2, just select create. Here, we're just going to call it LeadCreator AI. And expiration, I don't want it to expire. Do I have to create an expiration date? I don't think that I do. And then here is the key. Remember, keep this safe because anybody with this key could connect to your LeadCreator account or could connect to your Systeme.io account. But we're going to copy that. We're going to go back to LeadCreator, and then we are going to paste that in, and we are going to save that. Now, by doing that one step, what we have done, and this is getting really messy, what we have done is we've allowed LeadCreator and Systeme.io to talk to each other via the API. It's just a computer connection via that little secret key. So now LeadCreator knows about tags over at Systeme.io. And this is going to be very clear here in a second once you see inside of this lead magnet, exploring Asia, steak over seafood. Remember, we're getting very specific here. So inside of your blog post, go ahead. We're editing the blog post here. This is inside the blog post editor. Inside the blog post, best places to visit in Asia, you would want to create something here, just some text. And inside of this text, you would just want to say, don't like seafood. Is seafood one word or two? Be sure to visit these places in Asia that have steak for you. And then here, you would just put a link. You could also pretty this up. You could add a button, and we'll take a look at that in a second, right? But what we want to do is when we go back to LeadCreator, we need this link. See up here, it says copy share link. Down here under settings, you have the link, app.leadcreator.ai, or you can add your own custom domain. Like I have 30minutemarketing.link, which is my custom domain for my LeadCreator. And again, there are lots of things you need to do, but understand that just this right here, and again, we have the email capture. We need to configure all of these things, right? We have all these different templates. We have these different triggers and form fields. But let's just go back to content editor and let's publish this, because what we want is we want that share link right here. See this copy share link? We want to copy that link. We want to go back to our blog editor post, and we want to put this link in. This is the link that is going to be clicked for people that are interested in that information. And you can see right there, I think I can open this in a new tab with this. We'll save that, and then we will save the changes. But this is just how simple it is to interconnect these. So inside of our blog post now, make sure those changes were saved. We go back to our homepage, and we are reading this blog post. We'll click here and let this blog post load. Best places to visit in Asia. It didn't save yet. Best places to visit in Asia. All right, it just took it a little bit of time there to actually load up and refresh. But now you can see here inside of our blog post, best places to visit in Asia, we have the link down here. Obviously, this is ugly, right? This is just an example. You would want to put a button here and clean this up, but people are going to click that link. And then here, you're going to see exploring Asia, steak over seafood, the vibrant metropolis of Tokyo, Japan. Oh, wait, I was interested in this. Now I need to enter my name and my email, and I want to keep reading. But when someone enters this name and email, where does that go? Well, we haven't finished configuring that in LeadCreator. We connected Systeme.io and LeadCreator so they know this, but now what we need to do is under integrations for this specific lead magnet, we need to come down here to Systeme.io. And if you haven't configured it yet, it'll say, please visit the setting page. Please visit the settings page. I'm having a hard time with V's today. Please visit the settings page to add the integration key. We've already done that. All we need to do here is refresh this. And to explain what happened there, I said I needed to refresh it. Remember, I started the lead magnet creation before I actually connected the API. So this tab wasn't aware of that connection because I did them sort of out of sequence, and that's normally not the way you would do things. But for the video, I think it was important to show you like how it would work, right? Because you would set up the API key first before you actually started creating the lead magnet. But now you can see Systeme.io. See this little button right here that says load tags? This broadcast tag, now, because we know under LeadCreator, this API key, if we go back to our CRM, we know that we created that tag. Of course, this is the free account, so I can only have one tag. But if you were to upgrade, you could have multiple tags for all of your lead magnets. Your lead magnet from that blog post, from a different blog post. That lead magnet, make a duplicate of it. So here under LeadCreator, and I'll show you that here in a second, we want to save these changes because now when someone opts in to that lead magnet for this content, they're going to be connected to the broadcast tag. So check this out. 0 today, 0 yesterday, 0 total under the broadcast. Remember, we're here right here on our blog post, best places to visit in Asia. Someone has clicked this link because they're not interested in seafood. They want to know the best places in Asia that have steak for them. They click this link. It takes them over here. They enter their information now. They agree to our privacy policy and they say, I want to keep reading. So now what's going to happen is that connection between Systeme.io and LeadCreator, this API connection, LeadCreator is now going to communicate that tag information over to Systeme.io. Now, when you add additional tags, like if you were to create additional tags over here, you need to push that little button that said load tags. And I ran out of space here. I was trying to type load. It said load tags. You press that button and it causes this API connection to fire between the two. So now we're still on the Exploring Asia Steak Over Food. Now, if we were to go to LeadCreator and we were to back out of this and just look at our lead magnets, this is where we were configuring the API key a second ago. We need to close that. Now you can see the best places to visit in Asia. It's trending. We have generated one lead from our blog, one visit, one lead, 100% conversion. And remember, we have the category blog here. If we wanted to duplicate that, we would click here and duplicate. And then we could share this. We could just manage this. So we could manage categories here. We could just delete that. And we could say, well, you know what? I'm going to also share this on my YouTube channel. So now inside of LeadCreator, and this is why you use LeadCreator. All this to get to this point, this is why you're using LeadCreator. Now I know I have one lead from my blog, but now I'm going to share this link. This is going to be a different link. It's a different lead magnet, same information, but it's going to be YouTube category. It's also why I would need different tags. Maybe a tag for my blog, maybe a tag for my YouTube, maybe a tag for every video, every blog post. Of course, Systeme.io has an unlimited account that you can upgrade to do all that. But that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to use LeadCreator to get this visibility in how your lead magnets are doing from your different traffic sources. Oh, and by the way, this one lead here, let's finish that train of thought. We'll go back and we refresh this. Now, you can see I have that one lead. If I was to click on this tag, you could see everyone on my list that is under that tag. And if I was to click on that person inside of the CRM, now I have all the information about them to include how they originally joined my list and then a list of all the tags. And of course, that's why you use multiple tags to categorize everyone to know exactly what they're interested in. So in this case, they've signed up because you know that they signed up to your email list, but you don't have the power because you have the free account inside of Systeme.io with one tag. But what you want to do is you want to get to a place where you are saying, okay, someone from my blog visited my blog because they're interested in the best places to visit in Asia, but they signed up to visit a place in Asia that is known for steak. So now you're targeting people based upon where they signed up to your lead magnet because they're interested in steak over seafood, and you want to track that. And now you can do that with different categories, different lead magnets, different tags under your CRM right here. You can have different tags. And of course, to do that, you would need to upgrade inside of Systeme.io because Systeme.io, again, down here under tags, you only have one tag. The startup plan has 10 tags. The webinar has 100 tags, and the unlimited plan has unlimited tags, so you can see where you go with this. But word of caution, don't try to overcomplicate it in the beginning. Just get it set up and start with, right? And start with this, getting your LeadCreator account connected via the API, so your LeadCreator account understands and knows about the tags that you have over here. So when you start building your email list, you know exactly inside of Systeme.io where all these people that signed up to be on your email list, where they came from and what they're interested in. Then you can start creating automations and follow-up campaigns based upon those very targeted interests. And like I said, this video came about because I had a few clients ask me about just sort of this starting point for LeadCreator and Systeme.io, how to get them connected, and then how, why, when, and where we would actually use these two tools. Because at first glance, it seems like, well, Systeme.io, I can create lead magnets inside of Systeme.io. And yes, you can, but you don't have that power inside of LeadCreator. Inside of Systeme.io, you don't have that power that you get inside of LeadCreator with that single pane of glass to see exactly where your leads are coming from, so you know where to focus your efforts. And again, get to the point where you're fine-tuning and your focus is just like that article, people that are visiting Asia. Well, folks that are visiting Asia that aren't interested in seafood, they're a very targeted group of folks that you could find a product, create a product of your own or an affiliate product, because the focus here is we are marketers using content to help people solve their problems. And if a person that only likes steak is going to Asia, they're going to have a problem because there's going to be lots of seafood. And hopefully all that makes sense. If it doesn't, as always, let me know in the comments any questions that you have. I will make a video for you. Also, feel free to send me an email. Thanks for watching this one. I appreciate it. I think you'll like this video right here. If you're interested to learn more about LeadCreator, check it out, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.